So we are on.
Right. How did you find your second day in Madrid?
Um, yeah, my second day was better than the first day, obviously. I had some technical issues in the first day, so some of the time I had to do these things, and besides that, on the first day, I found in the evening I found a very good spot in a place called Seoul. Very busy, many people walking around. After the outreach event of the afternoon, I struggled with good locations where people can stop and maybe have a conversation. I went back today's evening to the same spot, and it was pretty good. Um, a lot of exposure to the signs, and people are reacting to the signs, and some are filming them and taking pictures. And one nice thing, I guess, that happened when I was during the night outreach event is that although people tend not to approach me and talk to me, some of them, when they realize what the science and what this thing is about, are talking to each other. And that is also very nice because they're having conversation. It indicates that there is interest in this issue. And today in the evening, a, quite a large group of teenagers, when they realized what this thing is about, they started talking to each other, and it looked like an alert discussion. They didn't talk to me, and they were a little bit far, and they weren't laughing or from their body language and stuff. It didn't look like they are they think it's ridiculous or anything like that. So I was very curious what they are talking about, but it looked like something. Maybe at least among some of them, an initial doubt process has turned on. So maybe it's me being too optimistic about it, but it definitely looks like they are talking about it, and they are not laughing at it. So laughing about it. So that was positive.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me before, that sometimes maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't know English, or maybe they are shy, so maybe that's why they don't come to you to have the conversation. But the fact that they saw your statement is triggering some conversation between them and starting thinking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really hope that this is what actually happened there. I think it was. So yeah.
And you went to the university as well today.
Yeah, I spent the late morning and noon in the university. Actually, I picked a good location in the entrance of the metro station. Many students, hundreds of students walk by the metro station, getting out and getting into the station, and the signs got a lot of reactions. I was expecting more conversations, but I didn't have many. One of them was very weird. Some guy was so angry at the signs, and even before even before I opened my mouth, he was like saying, "You should go to Muslim countries and tell them not to procreate. You should go to Muslim countries, not here." And I tried to calm him down, and I remained calm and very smiley, and look, take a breath and listen. But he was furious, so he just kept repeating himself, you should go to Muslim countries. So at some point, quite early, I realized that there is no point in trying to rationalize him. Just leave it as it is and let him vent. I don't know why, but
you're always gonna find people like that, unfortunately. But then you found some other people who you could have a more productive conversation?
Yeah, not long after this angry guy came two students, and we had a much longer and more productive conversations. They are both Catholic, so they are very sensitive to abortion, and they were trying to direct the conversation to abortion. And I felt that I didn't do a good enough job not to let the abortion issue distract the conversation, because obviously and naturally there is a relation, but this is definitely not antinatalism or necessarily has to do anything with antinatalism. So I was trying to explain it to them, but they were a little bit fixed on the abortion thing because of their religious convictions. So I try, even though I understood that I will not reach them. It's a thing that once other people see in a conversation, an alert conversation, an intense conversation, they are coming to listen, and maybe they will engage too. So mainly for tactical reasons, I try to prolong the conversation, so there will be kind of a little bit of a fuss, so more people will come. And it worked, but all the people who gathered us were kind of more passive listeners than proactive engagers. They didn't participate in the conversation, but they listened, and that's also positive in my view, because they took their earphones out and didn't stare at their phone and just listen to the conversation on the street. So that's a start, I guess.
That's a good indication to trigger some, like people thinking about this, people listening to you, and I guess you're gonna be leaving Madrid having made an impact.
I wish, so I guess if I have to sum my short visit in Madrid, I would say that I would briefly say that I was expecting more conversations, definitely, especially in the university, but I am living on a more positive note, because the reactions of people can indicate that people are don't even think about it and don't know what antinatalism is, or I think that most of them didn't even think that they must think about procreation. So if something about these 2 long day and intense days will make them think that they should think. So I'll make do with that. That's a start. So
maybe you have to come back again just to make sure the first time they pay attention, and then the second time they can have they can change after a good conversation.
Yeah, definitely. People should encounter antinatalism messages much more for the chance that maybe they will a serious thought process, a serious doubt process will start. Obviously, just me standing with a sign, one outreach event is not enough. We need to do a lot more.
Actually, never seen in my life anyone in Madrid, standing there with these kind of messages. So you have done something unique, and I'm sure that people that have encountered you, they are, they've been thinking about that, or having these conversations between them now. So,
I really hope so. I really hope that at least the start.
And tomorrow you go to Valencia, which is your next city.
Yeah, tomorrow is the second destination of the journey. And Valencia, another city in Spain. I will spend a day there. I will go to the university as well, and then to the high street of Valencia, and it's supposed to be busy, and like the place I was spending my evening today. So hopefully, maybe in Valencia we'll get engage in more conversations and debates on the street. But anyway, as you said, even if I will not have many conversations because of the English barrier, or because people from Spain tend not to talk to strangers or whatever, as you said, just exposing the message that they never heard of is a start. So
yeah, I wish you luck. And I also want to say that it's been a pleasure to have you here, man.
yeah, but I can't thank you enough for hosting me and helping me with so many things, getting around, giving me great tips of locations, and hosting me and fixing me great dinner. So yeah, and it was very interesting to hear about your animal rights activism.
Yeah, whatever is needed for a person who is trying to do good in the world. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Good. Good. All
Okay.
right. Cool.
It's a wrap.